Yo, what's up guys? It's Yellowfin, and we've got quite a bit of a mystery on our hands, so it's time to bring the series back. Welcome to Top Drive's Theories. The mystery in question that we are talking about is a tag that has completely disappeared from the game, but can still be found in the game. And now what I'm talking about is not like one of the collection series tags where they're then removed later and it's also removed from the cars. It's actually a tag that has stayed with the cars, but there's no way to actually access the tag or look at what cars have the tag in your garage except for manually clicking on all of them and then seeing the tag. And that tag in question is the supercar tag. So as you can see right here on my Lamborghini Aventador SV, it is a supercar tag right next to Italian Renaissance. And then if you go into collections and tags, where you can find all your tags, looking through it, there is no supercar tag. Now, like here, I'll go slow through it so you guys can see. Motorsport, muscle car, driver's choice, street racer, hot hatch, style icon, eco-friendly, wild ride, concept, innovative, team favorite, ultra expensive, hypercar, sleeper, and then we got collection series and originals. There is no supercar tag mentioned, and then up at the top we have all the update tags or prize car tags. But the thing is that's weird with this hand is we have other tags for types of cars that are like specific types of cars, like motorsport. We've got a motorsport tag for motorsport cars, muscle car tag for muscle cars. We've got hot hatches. We've got concept cars. We've got even a hypercar tag. So where is supercar tag in here? Now that is the mystery in question, and there is the supercar tag on a few cars. As you can see on the 97 Aventador SV, these are all the cars that I have in my garage that I looked through that I found with the supercar tag. Also the Murcielago has it. Interesting thing though, the Gallardo Balboni does not have the tag though. That's pretty interesting why this one has it and some other cars don't, considering they are all rather similar Lamborghinis. Then another car is from a different brand, which is pretty interesting. The Pagani Zonda C12 has this tag. Also, RQ72 Lamborghini Diablo SV has the supercar tag. And then there's also two ultra rares, which I found in my garage that both do. Both of which are also Lamborghinis. 51 Lamborghini Countach, and we've got the RQ54 Lamborghini Miura SV. Now, if you go into brands, I could only seem to find supercar tags with two brands. And those were Lamborghini, as you can see right here, Aventador SV has it, but the Centenario does not. Huracan Performante does not, but Aventador SVJ does. So maybe it's something with the Aventadors. Aventador S has it, Sesto Elemento doesn't, Veneno doesn't, this Aventador does, Huracan does not though. So it seems to be shown on all the Aventadors that they have the supercar tag. Aventador J, however, does not have that tag. Aventador Roadster does. So that's pretty interesting as well to see. That the Aventadors did seem to get the tag. Also, it seems like the Murcielagos did as well. Gallardos, though, did not as well. See, that Gallardo also does not have the tag. But Murcielagos and Aventadors do seem to have the tag present. Along with the Diablos, the Countach, you can see this Gallardo doesn't, and the Diablo does, and the Miuras. But do the lower... Oh, actually, Super Rares have it too. I didn't even realize this, but I didn't look into Super Rares too deeply, but the Miura P400 and the Miura Roadster both have the tag, along with the Miura S. So it seems like a very set few of cars receive the supercar tag compared to other cars, even though they all are considered supercars. Like, I don't think the Gallardo doesn't count as a supercar, which is pretty interesting that they only picked a few specific models. And then also, another brand, which is really interesting, is Pagani. Pagani's been around for a while. We have original Paganis, and they don't have the supercar tag. However, the newer Italian Renaissance Paganis do, which makes it seem like it is a Italian Renaissance specific tag, which we will get into more in the future of this video. But it's very interesting to see how older Pagani models don't have the supercar tag, even though they're all... The Huayra has the hypercar tag, same for the Huayra Roadster and the Zonda R, but the Zonda models, the only one that has the supercar tag is this one and this one. And they really aren't very different from any of the other Zondas in the game, which didn't get the thing. The supercar tag. The only thing that's different is these weren't at an Italian Renaissance, and these were. And so now we'll be going further into that in part 2. So after doing a lot of digging, and I mean like an hour or two of good just searching through everything, I couldn't find much information at all on Italian Renaissance notes, anything that came from Italian Renaissance or when the tag came from, like where the tag originated. Only thing I could find is that the tag does appear when Italian Renaissance came out. Now, there aren't any cars before Italian Renaissance that have the tag that were out before Italian Renaissance, which basically confirms the tag did come with Italian Renaissance, because no cars previous to Italian Renaissance do have the tag. Now, I also couldn't find any videos showing it or anything showing the tags where a supercar tag was present. Now, I might actually try and look again, but I highly doubt it unless a picture will be thrown right here of the supercar tag actually being present. To put it plain and simple, no. The supercar tag has never been used for anything really. It's just sort of been in the game, added from Italian Renaissance, and hasn't had any purpose. Similar to the hypercar tag. Just the interesting thing is, there's no way to actually filter by the supercar tag, which makes it pretty much forgotten. And only cars that received this tag were in Italian Renaissance. And so, what happened actually to the tag after being added? Well, also nothing. Nothing ever came of the tag. The tag had no purpose. There's no reason for the tag to be in the game. It had no impact on a car you collected. Like with other tags, that's maybe like, oh, you can use it in this event then and it'll be useful. But no, it had no purpose or no helpful part of it. The tag didn't contribute anything to your garage. It just sort of was there. And that's what makes it interesting though. Like we have other things that classify cars, like saloon or coupe. Like those things classify cars too. And then we have supercar. Well, the supercars qualify as a coupe or a roadster sometimes. But then why doesn't supercar also get its own event? It does have like super rares and lower tier cars which can be used. So why don't we have like the occasional like 1-time supercar required or 2-time supercar required? And that's why I believe it's just been completely forgotten about. We've had events with like very niche specific recs or very niche specific requirements now, but we don't even have a way to filter by the supercar tag, which leads me to believe this car has just completely gone off of everybody's radar. Like it had been off my radar until I clicked on one of my Lamborghinis and I saw the supercar tag, and then I went to filter by it to see what other supercars I had, and there was no possible way to filter by it. Like this tag has just gone over everyone's heads and has just completely disappeared and probably will be disappear. Like this is probably the only video that might help people actually remember or realize that this tag is even in the game in the first place, which is pretty crazy. How just a tag has such little purpose but was added completely like unbeknownst to people in an update a very long time ago and hasn't had a purpose since then. And it's been nearly like 3 years. It's coming up on nearly 3 years since Italian Renaissance came out, and nothing has ever come of the tag. So yeah, that's going to be concluding this mystery. Mystery isn't really solved, but it's just more explained. Like what the real purpose behind this tag was, if there was any intentions to it, what even was this tag, and it's really vague. We don't know anything about this tag because nothing ever came from it, besides knowing that it was added in Italian Renaissance, and only cars in Italian Renaissance received this tag in the first place, which is very interesting to see and just pretty confusing in general. So that's going to be concluding for this Top Drives Theories. If you guys know anything, or if you're able to access any notes of what the update's history was, because I tried, I couldn't find anything, or if you just have any opinions in general on the event, comment it down below and I'll read them and I'll see if you guys know anything about it, because I couldn't find very much. This is all I could find. So yeah, that concludes it for this video. Top Drives Theories. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that cool stuff. I'm Yellowfin. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.